Freakonomics Radio is sponsored by Southern New Hampshire University. The best investments are the ones you make in yourself, and no one knows that better than Southern New Hampshire University. With more than 200 online degree programs, no set class times, and low online tuition, Southern New Hampshire University is built to fit your life today and set you up for success tomorrow. Education is an investment. Why not make it a smart one? Apply for free at snhu.edu/Freakonomics. Freakonomics Radio is sponsored by Hotels.com. Hotels.com gives you access to hundreds of thousands of hotels worldwide. And when you join for free, you can save up to 20% instantly with member prices. Plus, every stay earns rewards. So when you book one trip, you're already lowering the cost of the next one. Hotels.com is simple, rewarding, and designed to help you get more out of every stay. Sign up for free and book today. Hotels.com. It's all in the name. Freakonomics Radio is sponsored by Amica. You know what they say, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. So go with Amica and get coverage from a mutual insurer that's built for their customers, one that looks after what's important to you together. Auto, home, life, and more, coverage that fits your unique needs. Amica helps you protect what matters most. Visit amica.com and get a quote today.
From APM, American Public Media, and WNYC, this is Freakonomics Radio on Marketplace. Here's the host of Marketplace, Tess Vigeland.
It's Freakonomics time. Every couple of weeks, we're talking with Stephen Dubner, co-author of the books and the blog about the hidden side of everything. Good to talk to you again, Stephen.
Hey, you too, Tess, and happy Summer Olympics to you.
Happy Summer Olympics to you as well.
Thank
Looking
you.
forward to it. Any favorite events for you?
Oh, synchronized swimming, of course.
Of course, yes.
I don't, however, want to talk about gold medals. I actually want to talk about real gold, okay? The big economic boost that a host city like London is supposed to get, okay? But, Tess, I'm here to tell you that, you can probably guess where I'm going with this, can't you, Tess?
No gold in them thar hills?
Let's bring in the economists, okay, to throw a little cold water and everything. Alan Sanderson at the University of Chicago has looked at previous host cities, and he measured their economic gains against what he called twin cities, okay, so nearby cities that didn't get to host the games.
So we use Madrid in Spain, but didn't have the Olympics. Or we use Charlotte, close to Atlanta, but didn't have the Olympics. Or Melbourne in Australia, didn't have the Olympics. And tried to look at tourism, construction, tax revenues, both before and after. And we could not find any significant difference between the city that had the Olympics and the city that didn't.
But, Stephen, how can that be? I mean, you have thousands upon thousands of people descending on these cities. How does that not bring in a ton of cash?
Well, it does bring in a ton of cash. So the Olympic Games, between TV rights and sponsorships and so on, are expected to gross more than $3 billion, which is real money, even to people like you and me, But the host city pays a big cut to the International Olympic Committee. And then, of course, there's the cost of putting on the games themselves. And that is where things can get really funky, okay?
Well, what are we talking about, though, there? Is this your standard cost overruns, construction, things like that?
Yes. Okay. But you also have to go even further back, and you have to look at the incentives of the cities when they bid for the games, okay? So these cities, they need to send out two different signals at the same time. So to the International Olympics Committee, they want to look rich. They want to show off the amazing facilities they're going to build. But back home, they want to appear frugal, to show off that, there will be plenty of money left over after they build everything. The friction lies between those two signals. So Andrew Zimbalist, who's a prominent sports economist at Smith, says that last year, the London organizers sent around a letter looking for economists who could produce just the right kind of economic impact study.
And in that letter, it said that we anticipate we're going to get a lot of criticism from the media and from people saying that we've spent so much money on the London Games that it's not going to have an economic payoff. And we would like to hire somebody to do a study that will contest that criticism and present a rosy picture of what the economic impact will be.
Yes. Can we please have a study that will show exactly what we want it to show? But, you know, again, here, tourist dollars, not just during the games, but doesn't that play out supposedly, predictably, for years later?
Well, you know, keep in mind that a place like London, right, already has plenty of tourists. So to some degree, what you're doing is you're really replacing a Trafalgar Square tourist with a synchronized swimming tourist, right? And as Alan Sanderson
You got a thing with
points out,
synchronized swimming, don't you, my friend?
I am kind of fond of it. But Alan Sanderson points out, furthermore, that the idea of a local economic benefit is just much more complicated than you might think.
Just because a credit card gets swiped in a particular hotel or a particular restaurant or department store doesn't mean that the money stays there. It has a life of its own. It's going back. If you're buying a sweatshirt in Boston, was the sweatshirt really made in Boston? Was it made somewhere else? Is this a hotel, its central headquarters are in Boston or not?
Now, Tess, let me play devil's advocate for 1 minute. It may be that all these American economists are, you know, poo-pooing the Olympics because we haven't been getting the Olympics ourselves lately.
Right.
Okay, so New York and Chicago were the most recent losers, U.S. losers on Olympic bids. But if you listen to Alan Sanderson, he says that's okay because there may actually be more value in losing an Olympic bid than in winning one.
You want to signal something. Hey, we're a world-class city. And one way in which you could do it is to bid for the Olympics. Say it costs us probably, all things considered, $80 to $100 million to bid. But then you want to lose.
Okay, Tess, so how's that for your new Olympic spirit? I have the new chant now. We're number 4. We're number 4. Close enough to get the recognition, but we don't actually have to pay the bills.
I like that. A little reverse psychology. Stephen Dubner, our Freakonomics correspondent, he puts out a podcast too, and you can get that on iTunes and hear more at Freakonomics.com. Great to talk to you, and we'll talk to you again in a couple weeks.
Thanks much, Tess. Hey, podcast listeners. Coming up on next week's podcast, the first of a 2-part episode called Freakonomics Goes to College. Now, we all know how challenging college can be and how expensive. Don't you wish there were an easier way to get a degree?
We negotiated the price for my bachelor's, master's, and doctorate with no work whatsoever.
Wait, you bought a bachelor's, master's, and a doctorate all at once?
Sure, triple combo, have it backdated, with transcript.
So next week, fake degrees and real ones too on Freakonomics Goes to College.
This podcast is sponsored by Made In Cookware. Made In partners with multi-generational artisans and some of the world's best chefs to create professional quality cookware, knives, and kitchen tools. Their products are trusted in Michelin-starred restaurants worldwide and designed to perform just as well in your kitchen. From 5-ply stainless clad to carbon steel, every piece is built to last and made to actually make you a better cook. Discover award-winning cookware at madeincookware.com.
Freakonomics Radio is sponsored by Vitamix. According to the LA Times, the average American home contains 300,000 items, including a staggering number of appliances. All those gadgets, just clutter. But there's one tool that delivers what a dozen others only promise. From pureeing to chopping, Vitamix blenders bring the power of an entire kitchen to your countertop, offering enduring performance and precision you can count on. In a world full of clutter, do more with less. Visit Vitamix.com and shop now. Freakonomics Radio is sponsored by Ozempic. Innovation happens through rethinking what's possible, and when it comes to GLP-1s, Ozempic Pill does just that. Learn more about Ozempic semaglutide tablets, 4 and 9 milligrams, by calling 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and ask your doctor what's possible with FDA-approved Ozempic Pill.